Welcome to the video Fit App Special Pinion MGU. Why Special Pinion MGU? Because we can only define and adjust the motor setting on the bike via the app. We will now show you how to do this. We have now found our bike and are connected to it via the app. We go to the e-bike menu and go to the MGU setup section. As you can see, I also make a mistake, but it doesn't matter. We find that too. Here we have the option Motor Setup and Smart Shift Setup. The Smart Shift Setup. You can select this on the bike, but also at the same time on this app. There you can set whether you want to use Pre-Select or Start Select or not. Let's start here. Here would be the Start Select, where I determine the starting gear, e.g. fourth gear. And if I want to activate Pre-Select, I click on Pre-Select. Don't be surprised, Start Select is still activated and can determine the cadence at which Pre-Select should suggest a different gear. It is important to save the setting at the end. What's going on with the Shift button assignment is that you can determine whether you prefer to shift up or down the gears with the upper or lower button. You can change this in the Shift button assignment menu, but you also have this function separately on the bike. This is not a special app setting. Always remember to save settings at the end, yes. Now we move on to the tricky part. The motor setting. In the motor setting, you have the option of defining the push assist via the controller, just like with Panasonic systems. But what's special here with Pinion is that you have more functions. You have the option of the assist ratio, which means how many % more I give to what the user presses on the bike. You could set the maximum torque there, how much support the motor should give, how much power it should give, so to speak. You can also set that. If you're not sure what you're setting there, such as here with the elasticity, you can click on the I point and read what that means. Here, for example, are the settings for how dynamically the engine develops its power. You can choose between comfortable and sporty characteristics. We can now go here and create the different points. And if you've been paying attention, you've seen that there's an additional point, the dynamic character for the torque. This tells you how much push torque it should really react to when pedaling. It sounds very analog, like the assist ratio, but it's really there to indicate how much sensitive pressure is applied to the pedal. This is not quite the same as the assist ratio, because with the assist ratio, it is really the wattage that is used. With the dynamic adaptivity, it's how dynamic, how explosive, the whole thing should be created. Once you have set up the whole thing for yourself, click on Save Settings. Yes, again. And now you have saved your personalized engine settings. We can only give you a tip. Play around with it a bit, because only if you really use it actively will you notice the advantages and disadvantages, and always remember that every setting also leads to more or less range, or less power, and therefore have fun testing. As you have seen, there are a lot of setting options in this Fit App MGU setting. Play around with it, find out. You will find your optimum setup and be able to achieve sufficient range, as this is another option for gaining more range. So have fun testing it out and have a good journey.